Hospital tells family brain dead Georgia woman must carry fetus to birth because of abortion ban. It's actually the most horrifying I've ever heard in my life. Like, it's actually really bad. When she went brain dead, she was 9 weeks pregnant. So the state will, presumably at great cost, keep her body alive for, 7 months or whatever. It'll probably be a miscarriage. I assume so. I mean, a brain dead woman can probably incubate a child. Like, sometimes I imagine it's harder. I don't know. This is science. It dwells where man shall not. I don't know. We're not supposed to know the answers to questions like that. The fetus is already confirmed to have fluid accumulation. Well, I mean, the body that it's attached to is brain dead. Kept her on life support for 3 months so far to allow enough time for the baby to be born and comply with Georgia's strict anti-abortion law, family members say. She could be kept in that state for months more. Is the family on the hook for the bill? Yes. Yeah. Yes, according to the family. That shit is expensive. Smith's family says MRA doctors have told them they're not allowed to stop or remove the devices that are keeping her breathing because state law bans abortion after cardiac activity can be detected, generally around 6 weeks into pregnancy. Like the others, Georgia's ban includes an exception if an abortion is necessary to maintain the woman's life, but that's obviously not the case here, right? Because the life is already forfeit. Fetus has fluid on the brain. How are the doctors agreeing to do this? Well, there's a very real possibility they would be, charged if they didn't. So it's not the doctor's fault, right? Like, they're following an insane law. Doctors treating to bring the Antichrist in the world. It might not be the Antichrist. It could be Guts, right? Guts was born to a hanged corpse. That'd be so cool. See, now we're framing this in a positive light. Isn't that what's important? In times such as this, it's like my heckin' anime. A 2021 review that Bergella co-authored scoured medical literature going back decades for cases which a doctor declared a woman brain dead and aimed to prolong her pregnancy. It found 35. Of those, 27 resulted in a live birth, the majority either immediately declared healthy or with normal follow-up tests. But Bergella also cautioned the Georgia woman was much more difficult because the pregnancy was less far along when the woman was declared brain dead. In the 35 cases he studied, doctors were able to prolong the pregnancy by an average of just 7 weeks before complications forced them to intervene. And it's been 3 months already. Yeah. There's not even like any analysis to it, right? I mean, it's just straight-facedly terrible. There's not like there's just not that much to say about it. It's just there it is. You just know the religious people who wrote these laws claim that it's God's miracle and not some freak Frankenstein science. Yeah, I'm sure Christians love to do that shit. I mean, Christians will say like God, has a plan for you having been 10 or whatever. Like they're always saying some shit. Then when like a 11-year-old girl is pregnant. Though I rarely think it's actually religiosity. I really do think it's about controlling women, even like consciously in the minds of a lot of these people. Every pro-life Christian's got their own, themselves or a family member, their own like justified abortion. Super common. It's a joke how common it is. They just like, as a rule, obviously banning abortion across the board makes living as a woman, or I'm sorry, as an AFAB individual, my apologies, I almost let the flame of wokeness die in my heart, that much more difficult. Barefoot and pregnant. The insane thing is that like they really do want their cake and eat it too, or they want to have their cake and also to eat it, because you can build a workable social order in which women are second-class citizens that aren't really expected to like work as much and men do all the breadwinning. But in order to do that, you would have to massively scale back a bunch of the deliberate economic efficiencies that we've developed over the past century that have made the ultra wealthy that wealthy. Ultra wealthy people did not used to be as wealthy as they are now, right? Even in the past 10 years, the wealth of the billionaire class has skyrocketed. And a lot of that excess wealth is being siphoned off of a system which absolutely requires 2-income households, right? So you have this contradiction where it's like, they want women barefoot and pregnant, but they also aren't willing to build the social systems that would allow for 1-income households. You actually have like a complete unworkable, you can't have both. Where George Carlin posting? What, conservatives are hypocrites? and tell him you heard it from me.